Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Blockchain Central. In this video, we'll take a closer look at the cryptocurrency with the name Litecoin. Litecoin is a fork of Bitcoin and stands out with faster transaction times and a different mining algorithm. The coin is often called the silver to the Bitcoin's gold and supposed to function as a payment and store of value cryptocurrency. Over the course of this video, we'll take a closer look at the main specifications of Litecoin and draw comparisons to Bitcoin. We will also analyze the development of the hash rate of the Litecoin network and explain how this contradicts the initial mission of Litecoin. So, let's get started. Litecoin was first introduced in 2011 by a former Google employee, Charlie Lee. Litecoin is a fork of the Bitcoin core client, with several changes to the technology. By searching the Litecoin website, you can find the following definition. Litecoin is a peer-to-peer internet currency that enables instant, near-zero cost payments to anyone in the world. As is the case with Bitcoin, every transaction in the Litecoin network is stored on a public ledger and has to be verified by a decentralizing network of computers. Furthermore, miners are rewarded with new Litecoins for verifying the transactions until the maximum of 84 million released coins is reached. So far, so good. But what makes Litecoin so different from Bitcoin? A common issue with the Bitcoin protocol is the speed at which transactions are confirmed. It depends on the frequency of block creation on the blockchain. The Litecoin network creates a new block every 2.5 minutes. As a consequence, Litecoin can handle a higher volume of transactions than Bitcoin, which enables faster payments. In addition, Litecoin makes use of a different mining algorithm, which is responsible for the creation of new coins. Bitcoin uses a resource-intensive SHA-256 algorithm, while Litecoin is powered by a memory-intensive Scrypt algorithm. Over the time, the mining of Bitcoin requires more and more computing power, and standard CPUs or GPUs are unable to perform the calculations profitably. Therefore, the mining of Bitcoin requires application-specific integrated circuits, which are specifically designed for the purpose of mining and are mostly operated by larger mining facilities. Litecoin, on the other hand, was designed to be mined sustainably on normal devices to make it accessible to everyone on the network. The Scrypt algorithm, which is memory intensive, makes mining less efficient on ASIC devices and makes it possible for everyone to participate in the Litecoin mining process. That's in theory, at least. According to Charlie Lee, the founder of Litecoin himself, the Scrypt algorithm is not ASIC proof, but rather ASIC unattractive. This means that mining Litecoins with ASICs is not impossible. It is just more expensive and complex to build them specifically to mine Litecoins. As soon as Litecoin increased in value, manufacturers started the development of ASICs, and today, most of the miners use such devices. The difficulty of mining is, of course, connected to the hash rate of Litecoin. So let's analyze this aspect of the blockchain. A hash is the output of a hash function. During the mining process, computers have to solve a mathematical problem of finding the correct hash, which allows for the creation of the new block and rewards the miner with a new Litecoin. The hash rate defines how many functions a computer can solve per second, meaning a higher hash rate indicates a higher computing power. With increasing popularity of a cryptocurrency, the number of miners increase and, as a result, the total computer power in a network grows. To rebalance the fluctuating computing power, the difficulty of finding the new block adjusts automatically over time. In the case of Litecoin, the change in the average daily hash rate indicates the increasing adoption of ASICs over the course of time. Contrary to the initial mission of Litecoin, the network is now dominated by ASICs instead of normal devices. The popularity and value of Litecoins incentivize miners to develop and use ASICs. Even though Litecoin's confirmation time for transaction is 4 times faster compared to Bitcoin, users have to wait several minutes until a payment is confirmed. One solution for the scalability problem is the so-called Lightning Network. This technology uses a second layer on top of the blockchain and creates separate payment channels between network participants. These payment channels are controlled by smart contracts and allow for instant transactions between the parties. Only the opening and closing of the payment channels are recorded and confirmed on the blockchain. The transactions within the channel are not. This makes small transactions more efficient and increases scalability of the blockchain solution. Over time, a network of payment channels arises, and the payments are routed to the recipients in the fastest and most efficient way. Such a network is called Lightning Network. The technology was originally developed for Bitcoin, but since Litecoin is a fork of Bitcoin, it was also adopted by Litecoin. Okay, so what can we take away from this video? Well, first of all, we know that Litecoin is a fork of the Bitcoin core client, and both blockchains have many similarities. Litecoin has shorter confirmation times and uses a memory-intensive mining algorithm. The initial idea of enabling normal devices to mine Litecoin and to prevent ASICs from dominating the network fell victim to the success of Litecoin. As a result, Litecoin has a higher average hash rate, and professional miners are now providing the computing power. The cryptocurrency was among the first to implement the Lightning Network function, which increased the scalability and allowed for faster transactions. That's it for this episode of Blockchain Central. Make sure to hit the like button if you liked this video, and don't forget to subscribe to Blockchain Central to never miss a beat. Happy investing.